Jungle justice has been described as one of the biggest problems that have stunted the growth of African democracy. Many believe that lack of confidence in the judicial system and lack of sensitization are two major reasons perpetrators of the heinous crime take laws into their hands. In a bid to stem the tide, a novelty football match tagged the Diner Cup with the theme Stand Against Jungle Justice was organized to further sensitize people on the dangers of jungle justice. They said a failed judicial system, among other reasons, is responsible for the rise in jungle justice cases.
If we have a working judicial system, I don't believe that people would still run after people that do evil and want to end them.
Two wrongs cannot make it right, you know, because the society that we live in is losing it drastically. Does not mean that we too should put laws into our hands, and by the time we do that, at the end of the day, if the judiciary system is porous, that means we too, we are porous in the first place too. So we can't even blame them. If we blame them, we are blaming them for the same thing that we too are doing.
In terms of like making cases go faster, we've had a lot of legislative reforms, because the problem is our laws happen to be obsolete.
Our people need to understand that there's a process to apprehending suspects, prosecution, and sentencing. You cannot be the judge, the jury, and the executioner. There are roles, and those roles are not for the citizens, they are for security agencies.
With ignorant of what is happening, they just jump in with the crowd, and by the end of the day, they know they made a mistake, but it's too late. Somebody has been injured, somebody has been disfigured, somebody has been killed because of our mistake, our rush into taking decisions.
They share their views on the solution to the scourge.
By the time we say, I will not put the laws into my hands, and this other man too says, I'm not going to put the laws into my hand, this other man comes and says, I'm not going to put the laws into my hand, then everybody will say, oh, okay, this thing is happening. Okay, uncle, please help us to settle this thing, and peace will reign.
We have the National Orientation Agency. They need to start campaigning and talking to people, going to communities, because we lose lives. We need to stand against jungle justice and human rights violations. This involves citizens, it involves even the police force, the army. We need to exercise restraint in the way we attack criminals, suspected criminals. People need to understand that you are presumed innocent until proven guilty, and that is the message you are passing now.
They called on government to do more by creating awareness on the ills of jungle justice.